So if you're expecting me to come on here and just completely pump up the Swin and throw confetti and get super ecstatic because we beat the Dodgers, allow me to piss on your parade. Okay. This is another example of why the Pirates are just so out of sync. You know what I mean? And it's not even that we beat the Dodgers, and it's not even that Jared Jones, not taking anything away from the kid, pitched an amazing game tonight. It's just this team can never have a full team performance. And at some point, it's going to cost them down the road. What's going on, everybody? I'm Mac. Back with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram. Link down in the box below. Bucks 1, Dodgers nothing. First game of this 3-game series against the Dodgers in Pittsburgh. Want to know the only run that the Pirates had? Jack Suwinski hit a solo homer. He got reinstated. So did Henry Davis. And at least one of them produce some kind of run support for the Pirates tonight. Granted, it was all they really needed because Jared Jones was just phenomenal tonight. He was just incredible. And the magical story for him continues. Went 6 innings, struck out 6, allowed only 3 base hits, and only walked 3. And to close out his night, he retired the last 9 Dodgers in a row. And the highlight came in the 5th inning where he struck out Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Shohei Ohtani all in order. Struck out the side, a.k.a. 3 MVP caliber players. And he even struck out Shohei Ohtani twice. So a third of his strikeouts were of Shohei Ohtani. That's incredible. However, it just stands to reason about the Pirates, man. How come this team can never get more than 1 run when their pitcher is pitching a gem? You know what I mean? Like, even if you want to go back to earlier in the season where Jared Jones was pitching that gem against the New York Mets, and Derek Shelton pulled him after 59 pitches. This time he gives Jared Jones basically another inning. And the bullpen, I mean, I think this was the best the bullpen has looked in a very long time. But you know why I say that 1 run is not going to cut it for me personally? It's very simple. The Dodgers were hitting the ball really hard. And there were even instances where it looked like they were going to hit a 3-run home run to take a 3-1 lead going into the 9th inning. And it just continued to die out, and Brian Reynolds just was able to camp under it, make the play as it died out. Any other ballpark, that's a home run. Aroldis Chapman was visibly upset too because even he thought he gave up the home run. I've been saying this for weeks now, man. This team gets all their run support and all their runs with 1 swing of the bat. That's not good. That's not a team effort. That's not a good offensive showing. I know that Tyler Glasnow is 100 times better of a pitcher than he was when he was here in Pittsburgh. I understand that. But this has been a recurring theme all season for the Pirates. Maybe not all season per se, because there were times where, earlier in the season, the Bucks were just hitting left and right. But basically since May, that's been the status quo of them. You take a look at the lineup for tonight. Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 4. Connor Joe, 0 for 3. He had a walk, but he was 0 for 3. O'Neal Cruz, 0 for 4. You can always count on him to have a hitless night. Pirates only had 4 base hits tonight. O'Neal Cruz, 0 for 4. Ke'Bryan Hayes, 0 for 2 with a walk. Nick Gonzalez, 0 for 3. The trash can at first base, who shall not be named, went 0 for 2. So there went his little 15 minutes of fame in Canada the other day. Edward Olivares pinched hit, and he did not get a base hit. Jack Suwinski drove in the only run for us, but other than that, he was 1 for 3. Everyone else had a base hit. Henry Davis even had a base hit. He got reinstated as well. And Brian Reynolds, other than Jack Suwinski, he had a pretty solid night going 2 for 4. So at least there's that going for them. Brian Reynolds is hitting the ball pretty well, it seemed like. At least tonight he did. And at least Henry Davis and Jack Suwinski both had a base hit as well. So maybe their rehab stints down in the farm and maybe them just needing to polish it up was all it took for them to get back in the swing of things. I mean, I don't want to base that off of their first game back, coming back from, the minors. But hey, sometimes that's all, players need. Other than that, everyone else, terrible job offensively tonight. Terrible. Like I said, when three of your guys contributed to base hits tonight, that's not a stable offensive performance. And then you take a look at, the Dodgers. I mean, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Jared Jones. The kid pitched incredible tonight. But Freddie Freeman had 2 base hits other than that strikeout. Will Smith had a base hit. Gavin Lux had a base hit. So the Dodgers, they also had 3 of their guys contribute to base hits, but they had 5 base hits tonight. The Pirates only had 4 hits in a win. You know what that reminds me of? Back in 2017, coincidentally enough, it was against the Dodgers. Bucks were getting no hit by Rich Hill, who would eventually come to us. And then Josh Harrison hit the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning to win it for the Bucks to spoil the no-hitter. But that's what I'm talking about. This team needs to get more offensive rhythm going. And they can't keep leaving their pitchers out there to just be the anchor every single night. Because going into the season, we all thought that the rotation was going to be the biggest, weakness for the Bucks. It's the total opposite. The rotation has been the only reason that this team is even in games. The offense has been atrocious. Now, thankfully, Paul Skeens does pitch in this series against LA. I believe he actually pitches Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said last week, Paul Skeens, he's been spotted 26 runs so far in his 4 starts that he's had. So at least the offense has come to life whenever Paul Skeens has taken the hill. But that doesn't change my mind on the fact that this team really needs to get an offensive rhythm going, because Jared Jones, it reminds me of when Frankie Liriano was here. Liriano was really good for us, but he never got any run support either. That's what Jared Jones is starting to remind me of. Great young story, great phenomenal pitcher so far, but give the kid some runs for God's sake. Not just a solo homer, not just a sac fly. Get him some damn runs. And that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm Mac, checking on out for the day. Have a good one, everybody.